welcome back to another amazing episode of Inside the USN. As usual, I'm your boy Velly. I'm hosting the show right next to my man Stoax. Rogue finally made it through. This has been a great week so far.
Yeah, man, it's been pretty good. Finally, guys, we have Rogue in the playoffs. We're going to finally see if they can finally go to land. They've got to get through the semis as well as the finals to finally secure their spot. But they finally done it here in Stage 2. Better now than never.
Better now than never is definitely right. So, for those of you that are tuning in for the first time, you might be saying, hey, what is this show all about? We talk anything and everything about the U.S. Nationals program, starting with a little money giveaway we do with the, right here, the VENMO contest. We have the Western Summary, the Eastern Summary, this week's matchups, and my favorite, the Q&A.
Oh, it's always your favorite.
Oh, I love it, man. We get the best questions. But let's jump right into the money. Sam, what can you tell us about VENMO?
Well, let me tell you, Velly, all about the VENMO Community Spotlight. It's a $700 weekly grand prize. First place gets $500, second and third get $100. Make sure you guys get your clips, fun-filled, crazy kills, fails, anything at all. Make sure you guys get it, record it, post it to YouTube, send us the link, and we might give you some money because of it. Because again, guys, look, I know that you're not so rich that you're going to turn down $500. So don't do that. Go to the link right here. Go there. Give us your link. We might give you some money because of it. So, with that being said, let's get into this week's winners of the VENMO Community Spotlight. All right, so starting things off, it's a 4K on Consulate. It's going to be our third place for the week, starting quickly off with 2 kills.
Yeah, this guy is absolutely insane. He shoots the first guy in the butt, then he gets the headshot through the wall.
Okay.
This guy is an animal, and if you have clips like this, you deserve every single penny that we pay out to you.
Yeah, definitely well deserved for this $100 in third place.
Now for the second place clip, this is one that I personally picked out, and you see it right off the bat. This man, he's able to get phenomenal headshots left and right, and especially this amazing one. This montage was worth every single dime, and I love it. Send in these clips. This is entertainment at its finest.
Yeah, exactly. $100 to this man right here, just for throwing a simple montage together, guys. I mean, come on. Get your videos in here. Allow us to see your clips. You might earn some money because of it, because Chef Nuggy is definitely going to be earning some money because of it. Because of clips like this, just 3 people, line them up, knock them down, end things off with a nitro cell with pulse. That's some great cardiac sensor use.
Look at this. Look at this. Yeet. Bam. You'll love to see it.
And for first place this week, the $500 prize is going to a bandit. He's going to hop out of the window, claims 1, claims 2, and 3, claims them all. And that's going to be $500 in that man's VENMO account. Fearless Trooper, congratulations, my friend. Some easy money that you made this week on the VENMO Community Spotlight. Well, that's going to be it for the VENMO Community Spotlight for this week. Congratulations to all of our winners. And remember, if you guys have a crazy clip of something fun, crazy, or fails, make sure to get it to us with a YouTube link, and you might earn some money because of it. But with that being said, let's hop right in to the Western Summary. Right now, we have the Week 4 results. We're going to have Rogue versus the Pittsburgh Embers, which was 7-2, followed up by Two-Faced versus Arbad that ended 7-3 in Arbad's favor. Then Rogue beating out Arbad, finally claiming their stake in the playoffs at 7-3. So we're going to be starting things off 7-2, Rogue versus Pittsburgh Embers. A pretty impressive game. For Rogue, Pittsburgh Embers really couldn't find anything on bank. It was pretty sloppy to start things off, and it might be because they had to have their coach in for this week. They had Intrinsic playing in one of their players' places because he was on vacation. So they had to go up against Rogue, which obviously Rogue was definitely firing on all cylinders, but definitely not in this clip. We're going to have Vert and Fozo gunfight back and forth in some pretty hilarious fashion. Next up, we have a pretty easy game on Cafe. Well, at least for one team. It's going to be ARAUJO winning this one out off of some pretty good heroic plays by the likes of Cali initially, where inside of Bakery, he was able to fend off a Montang and played it to a T. Was able to actually ignore the man for just a little bit, but right when that shield slid, he made sure to put his attention where it was needed and ended up removing that man's head, making the round just a little bit easier for his team. But it wasn't even Cali who was the biggest impact on ARAUJO. It was going to be Tuffy, who throughout the entire matchup was an absolutely daunting force for the likes of Two-Faced. And finally, we have Rogue versus ARAUJO, where Rogue was finally able to break into the playoffs for the first time this season. Team USA trying to make their run back. And it was off of some pretty crazy plays, especially starting things off here on console between these two teams. Rogue down 4-2. As Abe ends up being able to fight back with the likes of Vert and Eclipse on Maestro and Pulse. And it was some absolutely incredible clip, as I'm sure that you guys can see. So, besides that, there's one player that we need to talk about, Eclipse. This entire game was a massive force for Rogue. I mean, 15-5. Some incredible statistics by this man and showed exactly how to play Gridlock on Consulate.
Well, let's talk about the Eastern bracket. The Eastern bracket was actually exciting. Let's go ahead and take a look at the scores that we had. First game of the day was a 7-0. After that, it was a 7-1. It looked like Stoax and I were going to have the earliest night possible when it came to casting. But the last game of the day turned out to be a nail-biter in a 7-5 victory for Rise Nation. But let's break these games down. The first game of the day was going to be Deja Vu versus Rise Nation, and it was pretty much a warm-up for Rise Nation as they went ahead and steamrolled their way to the finals. The two players that I really want to talk about were Vandal and England. We're going to show the clip shortly. But Vandal and England, they combined for 17-3 for their stats. England died one time, and I believe it was about the third round. He was unstoppable. Vandal as well, he was a force to be reckoned with. But the player that I really wanted to harp on is going to be Acid. Acid had no kills the entire round, but he had such an impact. Going 0-2. Yeah, he went 0-2 throughout the entire series. His play on Echo won his team 2 rounds single-handedly by stopping the plant over in CCTV, and he was a valuable factor for this team. And the second game of the day was closer than the last one, with it being 7-1 in favor of Seven Spades as they went against Chips and Guac. But Chips and Guac, they had all chip and no dip as they fell extremely short. Motive was definitely the man of the hour, though, going 10-3. And the theme of this game was pretty much chemistry versus not having an identity. And it was said in the post-game interview that Seven Spades, their strongest point was that they had all the synergy and chemistry in the world because they stuck together through the hard times, and for 6 months going strong, they showed it, and as their experience pushed through to go ahead and knock this team out 7-1. It was a dominating performance, and like I said before, Stoax and I thought we were going to have a short day, but this team, they proved that they had exactly what it took to be an entire team. They were an entire unit throughout this entire matchup, by utilizing their strategy to dominate not only Piano, but Yellow Stairs to throw off any strategy that Chips and Guac threw at them before they faced off against Rise Nation. And for the final game of the day, it was my absolute favorite throughout all of USN. It was going to be Seven Spades and Rise Nation. The last time we saw Rise Nation, they fell short against Space Station Gaming, and it was a heartbreaking defeat. Everybody knew that they had the skill in order to take it to the next stage, and they did exactly that. With Seven Spades going up 4-1 against Rise, we all thought, hey, it's going to be another upset, another Parallax story. But Rise Nation, after starting off slow, came back 6-1 in order to win the game, and we're going to have to give it to the two guys, the two Slayers on our roster. It's going to be Factor and Tracken. So when you hit him with the right hook, which is going to be Factor, he went 16-6. Tracken went 12-7. And the turning point was going to be round 6, where both players slayed out of their mind in order to get all 5 kills to start off that comeback for this roster. But my favorite round, you guys are going to see the clip shortly, is going to be Factor. He was able to get a 4K, and as Sam said, he was in their kitchen washing his hands, and he basically ran right into sight by himself and dominated that entire team. But I'm going to have to give my hats off to Rise Nation. They went ahead and they won that game 7-5. The comeback was real. but the gameplay was even better. So, Rise Nation, congratulations, and I cannot wait to see you guys in this upcoming week. So now that you guys know what went down, I want to go ahead and give a huge congratulations to my boys over at ARAUJO, which are Team USA 2018, and also Rise Nation for going ahead and making it this far after a few upsets. But now, I gave you guys a little appetizer. You guys have seen what's been happening Stage 1 and Stage 2. But now we're going to go over to the closed qualifier semifinals. Sam, tell them what's on the main course.
It's playoff time, baby. It's playoff time. So, guys, for the Western Conference, we're starting things off with LG versus Rogue. And let me tell you, that game's going to be an absolute barn burner. Make sure you guys bring your popcorn. You're not going to want to leave the couch when this one's on. Then it's going to be followed up by none other than TSM versus Disrupt. Which, again, that's going to be a very impressive game. TSM has been looking so dominant in these best of threes recently. But with the semifinals, we're still in that best of one format. But if they make it to the finals, it's best of three. So if they can make it past the thing that's been haunting them this entire season inside of PL, they could be in that best of three format where we've seen them shine.
I don't know about you guys, but the one team I really cannot wait to watch is going to be Luminosity. That Luminosity game is going to be nuts. But let's go ahead and jump over to the eastern side of things. We're going to have Parallax, the underdogs, who went ahead and beat Dark Zero to get here, by the way. Shout out to Blarn. They're going to go against Rise Nation and the rematch. This is the rematch of all rematches. It's going to be Dark Zero and Space Station Gaming once again. You guys have seen the matchup before. Now we're going to see it for a final time here in Stage 2. I can't wait.
Something's got to give.
So many good games.
Something's got to give. And then on top of all of that, I got to go home.
It's so unfortunate you're not going to be here. Fortunately, Blue will be here to cast it with me, and I can't wait. But these are going to be the best games yet. This is what all of the work for USN has come down to. But with that being said, let's go ahead and let's jump right into the Q&A, which is going to be pretty fun. I'm pretty interested to see what questions people have out there for us. All right, so my question is, if you have Twitter, which everyone should have Twitter, and you utilize the hashtag R6USN,
right there,
we went ahead and we'll answer your questions. And the first one, R6USN, do I have to be 18 to compete?
Yes.
Of course.
The game is rated M, guys.
Of course.
You have to be 18, as well as it's just something that has to do with money. So therefore, you have to be 18. So.
And there's rules, and we like to follow rules here at USN, so don't lie about it.
We're not rule breakers.
No. Maybe, sometimes.
I sometimes am, but it's fine. Anyways, why does Stoax look young but old at the same time?
Wait, can we get a close-up on his face? Sam looks like a baby. He looks
Have
like
you
a baby
seen me with no beard? Dude, I look 12. I look like anyone that is 25 could have me as their child.
How old are you?
I'm 22.
You're 20. You look like you're 16. It's so weird.
It's the beard. Like if I shave this off, you guys have seen the meme, the meme that ESL Rainbow Six has, the one of me putting my phone down. Look at that. I have no beard. I literally look like I'm 12. Okay, it's bad. It's really, really bad.
All right, and the last one. How many qualifiers are there? There's been like 16 already.
Okay, guys, so we have open quals on every Saturday of the open section of each stage, okay? So you guys can actually go to the website and see when all of the open bracket times are. They're each Saturday of each stage. The next open qualifier is going to be September 14th. Make sure you get your friends, anyone, get you and your 4 friends, sign up. You can play against some of the best teams in the entire world. Look, we use those so the entire community, doesn't matter if you're a pro, semi-pro, if you just pick this game up, you can play in these tournaments. This is why we do these on every Saturday, so we get to see who the best of the best is inside of the United States. That is why it is the national program.
Just to throw it out there, it's all free. It's all free. You can join. You can play with anybody out there. You can play with your mama. You can play with your daddy. You can have your fish, grab a mouse and keyboard, and try his or her best. And but with that being said, the saddest part of the show, I hate it. I hate it a lot. Mostly because you're leaving after this, man.
Yeah, I'm gone.
Yeah, so Sam is done for stage 2. So golf claps all around. It's been fun, man. It's been a good time. But with that being said, any last words you want to give out there to the viewers?
Well, guys, I say it at the end of each one of our shows. It's the saddest time. I got to go. I got to go home. I got to see my parents. I got to see my cats. But you guys might see me soon. You don't know. Like, I don't know if I'm going to Raleigh yet. You don't know if I'm going to Raleigh yet. So there's always a chance. There's always a chance. You might be seeing me there. You might not. But It's been fun, man. It's been a lot of fun. USN's great. I love casting with these two. Velly, I love you. I love Blue so much. It's been a true experience, allowing me to, you know, kind of bite my teeth into something and learn how to cast. And it's crazy, man. This is you know, it's a dream job. It's a really, really cool thing. I'm allowed to make all money. Every single dime that I spend now is something that I did inside of esports, and that means a lot to me. So it's a big thing.
And to piggyback off of what Sam said, this job actually is a dream come true, because when I came onto the scene, I was brand spanking new. You were like, you know, my big brother showing me the way. Even though
Your big brother. I've been doing this for like 8 months.
I'm like 20 years older than you, but it's a dream come true. Being able to get on this stage and commentate and talk to the viewers, whether it's on Twitter, utilize hashtag R6USN, but whether it's on Twitter or in the chats or whatnot, it's a blast. I love the community. I love every single one of you. It's been a blast doing USN. I'll see you guys this week with Blue as we go ahead and do the close qualifier semifinals. I cannot wait.
Starts tomorrow.
I wonder, do you think, all right, so since you're leaving, quick prediction, is Parallax going to have another upset?
No.
Okay, that fast, that fast. Okay, so quick prediction since you won't be in on the fun. Call out the winner right now. Parallax and Rise Nation.
Rise Nation.
Okay, Dark Zero Space Station.
Dark Zero.
What about the Western Conference games?
Did
you forget the matchups?
Well, TSM over Disrupt.
Okay.
And then, what's the other ones?
Gotta
LG.
go for Luminosity.
That'll be the one crazy game. I'll pick LG.
Okay.
That's the one.
So you have it. The Prophet, the Oracle, the all-knowing Sam. That's it from him, and I'll see you guys this week with Blue. It's been a pleasure to do Inside the USN, and I'll catch you guys next time on Tuesday, the close qualifiers for the Western Conference. You guys take it easy.